What's going on with your YouTube? Jumpman Chris here, we coming back at y'all with another vid. Alright, sometimes like we like to do on the channel, guys, we like to do some holds, some sells. When's the best time to buy? Will these ever go up? Well, here's the thing. So they finally released on the sneakers app, and there is rumors of these being stock numbers around 150 to 160k pairs worldwide. Alright. Now, to my surprise, how bad these price dropped on these. Not crazy, but the day before the release on the sneakers app, I seen every size basically went down to like 260. And I was kind of like, what just happened? Like, literally a couple days ago, they were like at close to almost 400 or 350, depending on sizes. I think the smaller size were tanking a little bit, which was kind of expected, but like, for every size it tanked down almost under 300 or at 300. Very surprised. I think what happened was usually when EA or when the EU and like over in Asia, when they finally get their sneakers app drop, they usually kind of tank down the market just a little bit more, for whatever reason. I'm not sure, because probably because they just don't really care for Air Jordan 4. They just buy and just move it quick. But hey, man, and if you looked at right now, for the sneakers app, when they dropped in America, there were a lot of W's. Okay, the way they dropped it, I will give props to Nike. I think they did a really good job. This is probably the best way how most people would have got W's. I mean, I understand that there were some L's out there, and maybe some people didn't figure out how to get in or got a get a W or something like that. There was a lot of W's. There's a lot of people who were able to get through and get the W. There was tons and thousands and thousands of pairs out there, and like I said, I believe there were more W's than there were L's on these SB4s. I'm just saying. And with that being said, usually after the sneakers app release, that's when people take L's. That's when the price kind of goes up a little bit. All right, and the price did kind of go up, but I have a feeling they're gonna go back down. Okay, I mean, especially smaller sizes. I can actually definitely see like a 9.5. I can definitely see these things going for like maybe mid 200s. You guys gotta remember, these things retail at $225. Even on sneakers app, they retail at $225 plus tax. Probably from sneakers app, I think I paid like $240 or $245, depending on states and stuff where you're at. So it's still pretty expensive shoe. A lot of people's wondering, will these eventually go up in due time? I mean, maybe. I know a lot of people are going to do comparisons to the Pine Green SB4s. Yes, those went up crazy. They were down at first, and then eventually in a couple months, they went up like crazy. Only the bigger sizes though, okay? Pine Greens, they went up, down. They're just kind of staggering where they're at right now. I mean, like I said, depending on sizes, they're smaller sizes around 3 to like high 300s, but the bigger sizes, that's gonna be the money size on these. That's where they're probably around like on the Pine Greens. I think they're like 5, 6. I remember even one point they're like at 7, close to 8. Like a size 12 is going for like almost $800 or something crazy. That's when they first came out. This is when it was the shoe of the year when it came out 2 years ago. Now, could that be the same thing for the SB4s? Navies. I would tamper down my expectation, I would say. Honestly, some people would say they're better than the Pine Greens. Maybe, maybe not. Probably not. I think most people would prefer the Pine Greens in this colorway, or just with this type of model. I mean, I think this is a better shoe than the Navy 4s. Not just because of resale or anything, because I think the colorway, the more nostalgia to it, and the shape and everything, they just have more mystique on the Pine Greens compared to these. All right, I mean, they're really close to the industrial blues and stuff like that, so maybe that was one play to it. And I just think they just made too many pairs. I mean, I still love the shoe. I rock them all the time. I think they look great on feet. They're definitely way more wearable than the Pine Greens. But will these actually go up in due time? Potentially. I think so. I think they'll be okay. I definitely wouldn't invest right now. I would wait till about a week or two that's when you're gonna see prices plummeting down. That's when you're gonna see all the little Timmies, everyone gonna start undercutting, and that's when it's probably gonna be its lowest price point. I could definitely see almost every single pair maybe go under about less than $300, like high 200s, maybe like a size 12 goes for like $310, something like that. Because like I said, all prices has plummeting tank down, okay? But again, will they eventually go up? Like I said, in due time. But I wouldn't expect it to be very, very soon. In due time, possibility maybe. Maybe holiday season I could see them. Or what was the next big one? It's going to be like back to school season. They could go up just a little bit. But we're going to get more Air Jordan 4s, more greater colorways. It's an SB4s. Matter of fact, the one thing that has something against these Navy SB4s, because they came out the same time as the Nigel 4s, the brick by bricks. That is probably its reason why they're so low, because I think people rather put all their money and all their energy in those brick by bricks compared to these. I mean, these are still great shoes, but it's not the, you know, the Nigels are kind of have the community in a chokehold, to be honest, man. People would rather spend all their money and all their energy on their brick by bricks. As I'm filming this right now, this is right after, fresh off of the release, okay? Looks like prices have went down a little bit more. I think it's kind of like that. The FOMOs are starting to kind of kicking in right now. Okay, this is probably one of the worst times to buy right now, is right after the sneakers have released, usually, because that's when people kind of raise up the price a little bit. They're kind of willing to pay. Again, size 9, 8 to a 9.5 are all under 300. Matter of fact, a size 8 is going for 250, and a size 8.5 is going for like 260. Remember, these sizes right here, the smaller sizes, like a size 4 all the way to about a 9 on the EA or this drop they had, they were actually sitting. Like, they did not sell out instantly. The bigger sizes sold out pretty quick, but the smaller sizes, like a 9, 9.5, didn't really sell out that fast. 9.5 sold out a little bit faster, but a 9 eventually sold out. At 8.5, I saw an 8 and an 8.5 sat on the website for a while, for like a long time. So that being said, man, so in the size 10, they're going for like 290. It's kind of getting there. Now the bigger sizes, 10.5 and up, they're above 300, like 308 is a 10.5. Size 11 is going for like 320. 11.5 going for like 340. That's pretty decent. And a size 12 is going for like 320. Size 13, 330. All right. So again, I expect price to go down just a little bit more once people get pairs in the next 2 weeks. I think so. You know, I think there were just way too many W's. That's why I don't think these shoes are going to go up that quick. There were just way too many W's. A lot of retail or manual users hit, and when that's a good thing. But when that does happen, doesn't really cause the market to go crazy, right? But if you want to hold, the best sizes to hold is going to be from sizes 10.5 and up. Those are the only sizes that I see potentially go up. What's the max that they'll go up to? I think the peak will probably be at like 450, maybe. Like, that's gonna be like their super peak, all right? Like, I think that'll be it, to be honest. Maybe a size 12 go for 5, close to 5, like 480, 490. That's it, okay? I mean, I don't really have a lot of confidence in these, to be honest. So I don't plan on doing no holds or anything like that. I mean, I get it, because look, if you think about it, the pine green, size 11 for pine green is going for like 550, and also the size 12 is going for like 620. So again, that's the peak, and I don't think these Navy SB4s are gonna do anything close to these. I think there's way too many pairs and too many W's. So in my opinion, I wouldn't hold, guys. This is one of those shoes that I would just kind of quick flip if you got a W. I probably wouldn't try to sell on the apps. You know, this is one of those, like, if you could sell like at events or sell locally or something like that, or just, you know, kind of people you know, that's just when I would sell it. Maybe on IG, something like that, if you guys, you know, sell on IG or anything like that. But, you know, I wouldn't go to on the apps, because once all the fees and everything, you're basically probably gonna end up making your money or make very low. So again, guys, this is what I think that's probably gonna happen, guys. You guys already know. Look, man, I don't have no crystal ball. I can't tell you the future or anything. I just go with my past experience and what I think is going to happen and what I plan on doing. So, again, in my opinion, I don't think they're going to be that great of a hold, to be honest. And if they do go up, only bigger sizes, and I don't think they're going to go up too much more. Like, you know, if you guys can sell these things at 3, like right now, if you guys can sell these things for like at 3, maybe and at the max like 320, 350, I think that's good. You know, sell it, move on to the next. All right. Anyway, guys, hey, just want to make this quick video, guys. You guys let me know. Just want to say, guys, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on my social media at JumpmanChris on IG, sometimes on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. I'm also on TikTok. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm JumpmanChris. Push.